guys, it's Game3 and welcome back to episode 23 of my Leeds United career. Now, before I get into this episode, if we could go hit 20 likes, that'd be really appreciated. Let's go smash that on today's episode. And yeah, let's move on to the episode, and we're getting very close to the end of the season now. Got this game against Brentford. I will change on the team because we do have some players that are looking pretty tired. And yeah, hopefully we can get ourselves another 3 points. And this is the side I've gone with to hopefully try and beat Brentford away. Basically, I've changed around most of the team, to be honest. Cooper going in along with Pedro Enrique at centre-back. Target, Byram, Murphy, Adeyemi, Gale, Bataka, NG, and that's Chris Wood just in front of Dwight Gale. So I've changed around a lot of the team, but it's still a strong side, so hopefully we can still beat Brentford. We are going to sim the match, even though it is an away game, and hopefully we can get another 3 points. We do currently have one game in hand over everyone at the moment, so we could really stretch the lead in first place. We would move on to 80 points if we were to win this match as well, which is incredible, considering we still do have a few games left. And we are currently 40 minutes in, still no goals, into the second half now. Grealish on, Murphy off, and can we get a goal with Jack Grealish possibly? Heskey's been brought on now, Wood off as well. And there is just 15 minutes left, still time for a goal, but it looks like it probably will finish 0-0. And it has done. Nobody looks like scoring then. Luckily for us though, we are 9 points in front of Cardiff, who are in second place, and obviously Nottingham Forest there on the exact same amount of points. So we are doing very well still, so I'm not worried about us on the amount of points that we're on, because we are 9 ahead now. We're surely very close to winning the league. I've got some youngsters here accepting the contracts that I offered them for the previous episode. And Will Buckley's not happy with his role at the club. He has actually now gone back to Sunderland. Obviously, I'm sure most of you guys know that Bridcut's come in on loan, and that means that Will Buckley's gone back. And that might be the thing that I'll do at the end of the season, sell Buckley and get in Bridcut. It'd be nice to have him in. I'll quickly just scout him as well, because, like I say, it would be nice to have some players that Leeds have actually got in real life at the moment as well. So Bridcut will be an interesting one. It's obviously, I think, Premier League quality as well, just about. So yeah, he could be an interesting player for us. I think he's 73 overall, so a decent signing if that is the case. And yeah, now we need to move on to the QPR game. But first, more good news. Lewis Cook has accepted his new contract. That's fantastic for us. He is the future of the club. I've also got Mitch Baptiste, another player that's the future of the club, accepted the contract to join the senior team. And he's the player that's quite high overall for his age, I think, isn't he? 61 overall, and he's 16 years old. His stats look really good for a 16-year-old, so very happy with that. He's a right winger and a left mid, and already this team's looking really strong going into next season, and I reckon we'll be in the Premier League surely next season, unless something goes dramatically wrong anyway, because there are how many games left? I think there's 4 matches left, so potential 12 points up for grabs, and that means that, yeah, we can still be caught up here, just about. So we need to win this game, and if we win this game, I believe we win the league. It's something like that anyway. And this is the team I've gone with to play against QPR. It's at home. Currently the away fixture in real life is being played at the moment. I've got no idea what the score is, obviously, because I'm recording this. But yeah, that is the team I'm going to be playing against QPR. Again, I'm going to sim the match just because I want to kind of save myself for the Man United game, the final in the FA Cup, I believe it is, which will be in this episode. So I will be simming the game. Hopefully we've got a good enough team to beat QPR. They do have a good side themselves. They're currently 7th in the league as well, so it's going to be a tough match. We have changed around the team. Got most of our starters in there though, so should be able to beat them. Let's see how we get on. Hoylett there making it 1-0 to QPR. 14 minutes in, and it's clear they do have a very good team looking down the line. They've got Charlie Austin obviously in the side, but Smith equalises, making it 1-1. That's the sort of resilience that we need if we're going to get into the Premier League, and it's still 1-1 at the moment with just about 20 minutes left. Can we get another? Buckley's got injured though, which doesn't help us considering we want to sell him, and Byram gets a winner, 3 minutes left. Wow, what a goal that is from Byram. 3 minutes to go, and I'm happy about that. That is a very, very important goal. Has that just won us the league? It has got us promoted into the Premier League. Fantastic stuff. We are promoted. Whether that means we're promoted first, I'm not really too sure. Derby can get a possible 9 points. So yes, we are promoted, and we are in first place as well. We've won the league, and that is absolutely fantastic. Buckley's only out for 6 days as well, so that's not too bad. It looked worse initially than it actually was. We will quickly just do the 5 players. We'll go the exact same 5 that are already selected. But yeah, we've won the Championship. That's absolutely fantastic. We're now going into the Premier League for definite, so that is brilliant news. I'm glad to have done it in the first season as well, because that's something I really wanted to try and do. And I've never actually got a team promoted on the last few FIFAs, so this is the first time that I've done it in maybe 3 years, something like that. I don't do these sort of promos that often, or I don't pursue them anyway, particularly often. So anyway, we do have some players back, and it's Dele Alli back from injury as well, which is good news because he might be able to play in the final. And we've also got Lewis Cook as well, ready for the final against Man United, hopefully. I don't think they'll be starting in this game against Middlesbrough, but I'll take a look at the fitness and I'll decide in a second. Okay, so I've decided against starting them. Lewis Cook, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of the team sheet, he isn't ready to return, I don't think, and same with Dele Alli, he's definitely not ready to return just yet. So I'll put Cook on the bench and just left Dele Alli out because he's not ready yet. But that means that they won't be starting. I've gone with that as my team. I think it's Chris Wood up top. So yeah, it should be enough to beat Middlesbrough. Again, I'm going to sim the match. There's nothing really to lose at this stage in the season now. We've actually won the league. So I will sim the match. And now we're just looking forward to hopefully the Man United game. We will skip this one, I think, maybe half-time, something like that. Hopefully get ourselves an early goal though, so we don't have any issues there. But Byram is being booked in the 7th minute. I've just realised he's already on for a suspension, so he is suspended now. But anyway, Chris Wood scored, then Ireland made it 1-1, and it is now 1-1 with 30 minutes left, and I skipped, and it's finished 1-1. So even though Byram's being suspended, I don't think he'll miss the Man United game. I hope not anyway. I hope it's the next league game that he misses rather than this cup competition. And he won't be eligible to play our next match, so hopefully that's the next league game. Anyway, we've got Edgar here coming back saying he's not happy with his role at the club, same with Dwight Gale. I need to get that sorted out. We can't have players not happy with the roles that we've got, because I need to be playing players like Dwight Gale. So I need to decide what I'm going to do with him, and also the other youngster as well, Edgar, that was basically interested in potentially leaving the club. But anyway, let's move on to doing the player drills for these 5 players. Again, we're going with the same ones. NG's now up to 74 overall. Dwight Gale up to 73. So those players are definitely competing with each other, and they're looking very good here. Need to get Butland up to 77. That'll be good by the end of the season. Whether we can do that remains to be seen, but we do have the Man United game up next now. But first, I do have to submit my Wales squad for the Euros, I believe it is. So this is the actual team that I'm taking to the Euros. A big decision here for us, but look at this. Lee Lucas has come out of nowhere and he's suddenly really good. Never heard of him. And Sean McDonald as well is also pretty good. Why he's got a short pass of 90 and a long pass of 86 and ball control of 90, I've got no idea. But he's good, so I'm taking them both because we don't have many quality players in this Welsh side, or not a lot of depth to the quality anyway, so I'm definitely going to take those players. They're definitely the standout players, and I'll go through the rest of the team and I'll show you it at the end. Okay, I've decided on the team now. I've actually got a lot of players that I've traded out because they're not good enough, but basically they are the 3 players Ashley Williams, I should expect. But the main changes are Henley that I brought in. Really fast, really young, kind of made sense. He can also play left back. I've also brought in Lynch as well, who was faster than the previous centre back and 1 overall better. So I think that made sense as well. I've also brought in, obviously, McDonald, as you saw, Lucas, as you saw, but also Isgrove, or Isgrove, not really sure how you pronounce that name. I brought him in there as well, and the same with Burns, because I had Cottrell in there, who was a bit old, not very fast, so there's no point having him in. And there was another guy as well, I think was 68 or 67 overall, Robson Carney, I think it was. So I brought in these players, they're a lot faster, and the better, the younger. I may as well have them in the side, so that's exactly what I've done. And I also brought in Simon Church and Tom Bradshaw as well. Tom Bradshaw looking really good. Potentially off the bench, he could start for us. So yeah, that is a really good squad. I'm very happy with it. It's actually a lot better than I thought. So yeah, very good news for us. And let's quickly have a look at these emails. What is this? Dele Alli's okay to play in the final, is saying. We'll have to see about that, whether we can manage to squeeze him into the starting 11. But yeah, let's move on to this now, and hopefully we can beat Man United in the final. Quick bit bad news though, Sam Byram is suspended for this game. It wasn't the league game that he's suspended for. Okay, this is the team I've gone with. I'm putting some huge risks there, obviously, with the 2 players that are still recovering from injury, Lewis Cook and Dele Alli. But I've risked them. I've put them in the side to hopefully try and beat Man United. I've also got Grealish out on the left, Gale down the middle, Bissaka on the right, and up front NG. Onto the bench, just about fit Chris Wood on there. He was basically ready to be dropped completely from the squad, but I put him in there anyway. Heskey alongside him on the bench as well. But basically he took up, I think it was Murphy, or no, it was Buckley's position on the bench. So he just about managed that. And yeah, we're going all out here to hopefully try and beat Man United in the FA Cup final. A huge rival match for us. That is the Man United starting 11. It doesn't look too bad, does it really? Wayne Rooney, Thomas Muller, who I didn't even know about, to be honest, or I'd forgotten about anyway. So yeah, it looks like a very good team. Should be an interesting one, but like I say, a huge rival match this one against obviously Man United. And yeah, who will win? We are at Wembley and we are in the final of the FA Cup. Let's have a look. Who will win this game? Oh, here we go through to Dele Alli. Can he score for us? Oh, just got fouled. Surely. Oh no, that was a good tackle from Phil Jones for the looks of it. Or the referee thought so anyway. I'm not 100% sure. Stopped me from taking the shot anyway. But yeah, we were clean through there. We managed to just about pierce open the defence. They do look a little bit shaky at the back though early on. And that's it for the first half. Still drawing the game 0-0. Might make 1 or 2 changes at half time though. I'm going to bring on Adeyemi, take off Dele Alli, who's been fairly threatening, but I'm just a bit worried that I'll get him sent off. And also, I think Adeyemi's a bit more defensive than Dele Alli, so that's what I'm hopefully aiming for. It's been a fairly average game, to be honest. I've only had 2 shots, 1 on target. I don't think Man United have had a shot yet, but they have had a few half chances, but not any shots that have managed to get away at the goal. NG 1-2 with Dwight Gale, and he scored 1-0 straight from kickoff, 3 minutes in, and we are beating Man United in the final. Matt Targett with another ball in. Gale's up there, but not tall enough again to climb. Maybe I'll bring on Chris Wood a little bit later on, because we're having a few crossing chances here. And look, we have a corner, and this is the time I'm going to bring on Chris Wood. So I'll take off Dwight Gale, who's getting a bit tired, and I'll stick him in front of NG. Grealish to take. Bataka's up there, but nobody was found. And again, we got another chance to cross it in. And that is not the greatest of crosses, but someone got on the end of it. I think it was Bataka. It was off target, though. NG through to Adeyemi, who's supposed to be a bit more defensive. De Gea with the initial save, and that could have been 2-0. But what a clearance that is by Luke Shaw. So close to making it 2-0. And it's time they take off Memphis Depay and bring on Ashley Young. Grealish will take the corner. NG's up there. And again, nearly found the bottom right-hand corner. Heskey here, going to put it in the corner. Hopefully he can hold on to it. He's got a defender after the ball. In fact, that's actually Schweinsteiger after the ball here. Heskey's got it. I'm going to give the computer some of their own tricks there. There we go. And we've won ourselves a corner, is it? Yes, it is. Even better. NG's gone short to him. I didn't mean to pass that there. That could have been a really bad one for us. We'll just see out the rest of the game now. And that is it. We have won the FA Cup. We've beaten Man United 1-0. Not a thrashing, but we'll take it. 49 minutes in. Dwight Gale got us the winner. And that is Ashley Young there. Not very happy that he's lost the FA Cup in the final. And we have won it. Brilliant stuff. Really fought for that one. We've beaten a lot of good teams as well. So, really happy about that. We've got promotion to the Premier League. And we've also got the FA Cup in this episode. So, very good news for us. Yes, Heskey is loving it. Number 99 still. I hope he stays on for another couple of years, Heskey. He has been brilliant for us when he's come on the pitch. And here we have the trophy presentation. And who will be lifting the trophy? Probably Bamba, is it? Or has someone else got the armband? Is it Lewis Cook? No, it's Smith, actually. Smith will be lifting this. It'd be nice to see Heskey lifting it, or Bamba. Obviously, with Bamba being the actual captain. Here we go. Smith will lift the trophy. And that is the Emirates FA Cup that we've just won there. Brilliant stuff. Come on, Smith. And there we go. We've won it. We're the 2015-16 champions. And there we go. Now let's move on to the rest of the games in this championship season. And the tournament prize money was 1.8 million. Not loads, but we'll take it, obviously. Sam Byron is now back from suspension. Sadly, he missed the final, which would have been nice for him to have played in, but he couldn't. And we'll go and train the same 5 players as usual. Can we get any of them up? We have got Jack Butland up to 77 now, and Batiste up to 62, so it's looking really good for us. Very happy with that, and let's move on to the Blackburn game. Okay, because it's so late on in the season and we've already got promotion, I've changed on the team quite a lot, brought in a lot of youngsters in various different positions. I'll also give O'Donnell a go in goal, and I'll actually put Butland on the bench just so we have a decent keeper there. But yeah, I've changed around the team a lot actually, as you can see, and hopefully it's going to be enough to do something against Blackburn. I'm obviously not expecting to thrash them, it's an away match as well, but I'm interested to see how the players get on. There we go though, Marshall scored a penalty 2 minutes in, so it's not started off very well for us, and he scored another penalty 15 minutes later, which doesn't help us at all. Looks like we will probably lose this game. Now we are halfway through it, and they've made it 3-0 as well. Now 4-0 Conway with the other goal. Yeah, it's a bit of a thrashing. 5-0 Forrester. This isn't good, is it? Just end the game now. Ali makes it 5-1, and then it's 6-1. We'll just ignore that game, really. It was a good one for the youngsters, and it doesn't really matter, those ones, to be honest, because obviously we're that late on in the season. Then we've won everything, so we'll happily take that. We're on 82 points. We can finish on 85 if we win the next game. Squad report back on Liam Bridcut. He's actually 75 overall, so I didn't realise he was that good. But he does look pretty decent. I'd like to try and get him in. If it's on loan, then that'd be even better. But I might just sign him permanently. I'm not too sure. Butler wants to start this game, and I'll put him in goal for us, so we can hopefully do a little bit better than we did the previous time round. I've changed the team around quite heavily again, brought in some better players this time round. I was going to just put out a young team, but kind of ran out of young players, to be honest. So I've just played some players that were potentially not very happy about not playing as many games. So that's the reason why I've done that. So that's why I've got in Dwight Gale and a few others as well. We should be beating Charlton. We are at home, so we're a good enough team to beat them. Let's see how we get on. I'll probably just skip the game because it, again, doesn't really mean too much. And that is not a good start. Conceded 3 minutes in. We are going to skip. And we won the game 3-1. Byram, Dallas and Heskey getting the goal, which means Heskey got our final goal of the season. A little fun fact for you, which is very good. And we're now on to basically the Euros, which will be good. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Obviously, let me know in the comments what sort of players you want me to try and sign. Joe Gomez might be one that I try and get in at some stage. He was suggested, I think, on the Arsenal career mode. But I'd quite like to get him in on the Leeds one instead. Kind of be a bit more suited. But we are now promoted into the Premier League. And I've got a few more contract things to sort out. So I'll quickly do them. And then it will at the end of the episode. So, Coyle. I think Coyle will be leaving us, and I think same with Parkin, to be honest, doesn't look good enough really for a 20-year-old. Chris Dawson, though, I'm going to try and sign him up. I just want to try and get him in, and I think we will match the 3,900 a week that he wants. Okay, Dawson would like a greater role at the club. I wasn't expecting that, actually, from Dawson. Again, now he wants £5,000 because he's gone up an overall. Really? He wants 5,000? Dawson's accepted the contract. Alex Mowat, who wants to discuss wages. And he wants 20 grand, Alex Mowat. Wow, he'll be our most paid player, I think. He'll be near enough anyway. He's on a lot of money here. We will go important first team player. Hopefully he's happy with that. I hope he is, to be honest. Alex Mowat accepts the contract offer. Actually decided I won't quite go up until the end of the season because I want to do a squad report at some point in the next episode. And Charlie Taylor's come back with his decision. And he's decided he needs to leave, so it needs to be put on the transfer list. That means Joe Gomez will be coming into the club, I suspect, with Charlie Taylor on the way out. Yeah, not very good that he's wanting to leave. I expected that maybe he wanted to stay, but obviously he's made up his mind and he actually wants to leave for some reason. He's currently out injured as well, so might not be easy to shift. But that will be it. That is the end of the episode. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this, then please get the thumbs up button and also go subscribe as well. Let's try and hit 20 likes for getting promoted and also winning the FA Cup against Man United in the final. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.